monthly favorites. It's that time of the month. Anywho, let's go ahead and get started. So the first favorite I want to talk about, because you've seen it featured 1,000 times on my channel, which is also an empty, is my Bareminerals Translucent Mineral Veil. I use this entire thing. Empty. This is my favorite setting powder. I love this stuff. I have been using this for like 15 years plus. This is amazing. This is amazing. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend that you do. You can usually only find this particular large oversized bottle during the holidays. So I would check at Sephora and QVC. I think they still have some holiday stuff in stock, so you still may be able to get this. Don't quote me on it, but this is from a couple years past. I did not pick up the ones from this year just because I have another one of these in my collection, so that should take me over for the rest of the year. Anywho, I love that setting powder. It's amazing for all skin tones, all skin types. They even have colors. These come in colors now. Back in the day, it was just the translucent shade, which is like, it's clear, basically. You just buff it out into nothing. And I absolutely love it. Next, this is actually a limited edition fragrance that has come back a couple of times. So I don't know if this will be back this year, but if it's back this year during the holidays, I think I may pick up another bottle because I loved it that much. And this is the Jo Malone Starlit Mandarin and Honey perfume. This is the only size it came in, which was like this large bottle with the stars on it. I'm glad that I picked this up. I love this. This not only wore amazing during fall winter for me by itself, but this was so good layered with cardamom and mimosa from Jo Malone. And I found this fragrance to play well with most of my Jo Malone fragrances. So this is definitely a fragrance I'm gonna miss, and I love it. But again, this was like a holiday limited edition fragrance, and I really did. I used it to death. And so if you see this anywhere and it's available near you, I highly recommend you pick it up. All right. Another favorite this month was the Toofaced Hot Cocoa limited edition bronzer. If you guys picked this up last year, I think it was during the holidays, and you have this in your collection, please pull it out and start using it. It is amazing. Like, I was so impressed with whatever they used to keep the powder together. This did not crumble in the pan, and it had like a little hot cocoa. It was like a little hot cocoa cup with little face and whipped cream on it, and it just really stayed intact all the way to the end. I felt like I got so much product in here. It was 8.5 grams or 0.29 ounces. It was so good, and it smelled like hot chocolate. It still does, the remnants of this, but there's like nothing left on the edges. If you have this, please pull it out. You're gonna love it. Don't let it sit in that drawer. Don't let it get old. All right, moving right along. You guys know, though, this is not new, but you guys know that I love the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize pots. And I completely used up my Star Gold. And this was like a coppery shade. There's nothing left in there. So I love these. These play so well by themselves, and they pair so well with powder eyeshadow. Just can't recommend these more. You are gonna love these Eyes to Mesmerize. Not to be confused with like their matte version of this line, which I heard was terrible. No. The one that I use are the ones from her like original line, and this one is called Star Gold, in case you missed it. That was definitely a favorite this month. Moving right along, let's talk about hand cream. So a hand cream that I recently discovered that I absolutely love, that I think is just as good as my L'Occitane hand cream is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This one was holiday scented in gingerbread. You get 2 ounces of this product in here. This was so good. I actually bought this because Sephora was having a sale on these, and I was like, oh, let me just go ahead and try one because I'm running low on hand cream, and I picked this up. I was so pleasantly surprised. This just made my skin just really soft, really helped me during the winter months. This was really good. I didn't have like dry cuticles and like crusty, sometimes I get like the side of my fingernails get like crusty and, you know, dry and weird, and they crack. This was really good. I really enjoyed this, and it had a very, very soft, slight scent of gingerbread. I can't say that the smell of this was intense at all. The smell also didn't linger. So for those of you who are sensitive to smell, I think you may enjoy this one. I think those of you who like for things to be just very slightly fragranced, very soft, you're gonna enjoy this one. Highly recommend. Next, and you have heard me talk about this about 1,001 times, but I'm gonna keep saying it because, you guys, I think I've come to the conclusion that I think I'm gonna stop wearing moisturizer and replace my moisturizer with this next product. It is the Merit Great Skin. This is an empties. I have nothing left in here. This came part of like a gift set that they gave me during the holidays, and I absolutely love this thing. So I bought a full size. It's on the way, but I have combination oily skin. This did not leave my skin feeling greasy or oily. I only need 2 pumps for the winter time, and during the hot season, 1 pump was more than enough. It was like a drink of water on my face. I just felt like it kind of, the best way I can describe it is I felt like my skin was balanced. It was moisturized, but not too moisturized, like not greasy. And this did so good under makeup, and not just Merit makeup. Like I'm talking about, I've used this with all of my makeup, Bareminerals, Estee Lauder, Chanel. This is really, really good. And I think that for this being like Merit's first skincare product, I think they knocked it out of the park, and I really, really do love this stuff. So you will be seeing that in many of my videos. Okay, moving right along. This is another empties. This is a Pat McGrath lip liner in Done Undone, which I literally used it all up. I cannot sharpen this anymore. Pat McGrath's lip liners are amazing. They last just as long as a liquid lipstick. It is so good. I love these lip liners. They're super easy, super creamy to put on, even if they're matte. Which I find that sometimes matte lip liners could be super dry and tough on the lips. This is not. I think that the Pat McGrath lip products in general are worth every penny. So highly recommend her lip liners. Another empty is my MAC lip gloss in Frills and Chills. This was actually part of a holiday collection from last year that came with 2 other glosses that I've already used. So this was the last one in that set that I didn't use. However, although I liked this color, there's nothing left in here. There was a lot of product in here I couldn't get to, and you'll see that in the bottle. So there's a lot of product accumulated up here and all the way down here. But the way that the wand is positioned, I really cannot get to that stuff. So I scraped the bottle as much as I could. There's nothing left in here, but I do have to say that I do enjoy the MAC. Did I see that gnat? Is it a gnat? It's a fruit fly. She's making her debut. Great. Hate fruit flies. Anybody else? Ugh, okay. Anyway, I love these MAC lip glosses. I think they are such a staple in my beauty collection, so I'm usually never without one of these, and my favorite color continues to be Oyster Girl. Nobody else has a color like Oyster Girl. MAC has still got it. All right, let's move on to the last of my beauty of my lip products, and they are the Pat McGrath lipsticks. I have finished 3 Pat McGrath lipsticks this month. The first one is Christy, and I'm gonna swatch these for you guys. Then I have Beautiful Stranger, and the last one is Fembot. And you guys know that I have been diligently working on my collection, and my Pat McGrath lipsticks were lipsticks that needed to be Project Pan 2023 immediately. So we've got Christy right here, then we've got Beautiful Stranger, and then we've got Fembot. My Pat McGrath lipsticks needed to be Project Pan 2023 immediately, just because they were getting old and it was time for me to start using them before they expired. I have used up 3, and I think I have just 4 more to go, along with 2 more lip liners. So I have been diligently working on that, and so you will see me wearing those quite often for the next couple of months. And I have to say, I know that the Pat McGrath lipsticks are pricey, but you guys, they are so worth it. They last so long, so long. I feel that the Pat McGrath lipstick formula on the lips lasts longer than most regular like formulas. I feel like they're almost up there with the longevity of a liquid lipstick. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. And her matte lipsticks are matte, but they're like creamy at the same time. I don't know how she does it. The woman is amazing. Magic, just magic. But I absolutely do love her lipsticks, and if you haven't tried them, I would definitely go out and try at least one of them. I would wait for a sale. She usually has like 30% off her site. And she does that quite often, so I would wait for a sale because they're a pretty penny. Okay, last and final item I want to talk about is the Victoria's Secret Rouge Elixir Fragrance Mist. I have completely used this up. This smells so good. Red notes, notes of red currant, almond cream, and absolute decadence. I don't even know if absolute decadence is even a note, but whatever. They get real creative sometimes with these like splashes. This was actually really good. This was a holiday limited edition fragrance, and I actually enjoyed it. I usually use these as like linen sprays and like overall sprays when I don't feel like wearing perfume that day. I like splashes because you get a nice light wash of a fragrance, but after maybe like 4 hours you can't smell it anymore. I do also like to use this for my hair. I like to spray my hair with a little bit of something just because I like to be able to smell my own hair. That's just me. Anybody else, leave me a comment down below. I love to know if anybody's weird like that and they spray their hair with like splash, but I know that I do. Anywho, those were all of my favorites, and some and well, most of them are empties, I think, right? Yeah, no, all of them are empties actually. For the month of February, there wasn't a lot, obviously, because this month is short, so I can only get through so much, but I hope you enjoyed it. Anywho, you guys, I encourage you, please use what you have, okay? 2023 is the year to just really hone in on what you've got and use it, enjoy it, because you're gonna find that you're gonna fall in love with products that you have either forgotten about or you never even got to use. Has that ever, I mean, I know I'm a content creator, so that sometimes happens to me, but I'm not gonna tell you how many things I have forgotten I've had and bought again because I thought I used it, but I didn't. Still in my drawer, still in my drawer. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. Use what you have and really put thought into what you buy this year, okay? Whenever that new release drops, go into your collection, look at what you have, and see if it's really something that you're gonna need. Because 9 out of 10, you're probably not. You're probably not. So you're gonna see me use a lot of old stuff and randomly couple of new things that drop here and there. Hint, hint. I did. You guys knew I was anyway. I did purchase the new Bareminerals Complexion Rescue Natural Matte Tinted Moisturizer. I sure did. You guys are gonna see a wear test on this coming up in the next couple of weeks. I did. But again, I haven't bought anything else. I skipped the entire spring collection for Chanel, the entire spring collection for Dior, the entire new like Valentine's Day edition Natasha Denona Eye and Cheek palette, the whole, most of the pastel collection, because the only thing I picked up was highlighter. So I really haven't purchased anything new. So I'm just trying to help you guys out. I'm trying to save you guys some money, trying to get your money's worth, because you know makeup gets old, so you only have one face and you can only use so much. So I digress. I'm gonna get off my soapbox, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a lovely weekend and see you next time. Bye.